go back, siyolanda lento esifanele siyenzile la sishiye khona. Because nathi, as women, as mothers, as parents, if our children are being reprimanded at school, guza wena uthi uzongibona kahle lo teacher. It's very wrong. Because our educators are parents for the rest of the week, for the rest of the day. Each day, most of the hours are there to take care of our children. They need support. Support them at all costs. I'm saying in closing, mawusilungise Thixo thina bantu bakho. Ubunqoko bakho bawuma sibuve. Lithi la kuchilwa izwi lakho sikuve. Asithi ngalesifo sika Leticia. Sithi hayi, enough, it's enough. And I said, I'm inviting you, all of you. Ukuthi asilweni lento. Family, may the good Lord comfort you, bless you. Ngoba uNkulunkulu akalenzi iphutha. Let me introduce MMC wethu, MMC Dora, ezoza. Azo stela ngalento athunye yona. Thank you very much, and I'm saying thank you very much to all of you, but you must join me. When I say come, you must come running, so that this thing, it can be dealt with by the police or the justice. Justice, it's in our hands. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Comrade Dolly. I think Program Director, we were supposed to start with the song of the happy birthday. Remember, she was supposed to celebrate happy birthday in 825. So, but it's fine. Happy belated, Leticia. Jansen family, MPL Dolly Latwaba, councillors are present today, fears of government who are here today, principal and deputy principal, educators, learners, leaders of the ANC, leaders of the EFF, organizations present today, pastors, and community at large, Sanbonan. Receive my warm greetings and heartfelt condolences to the Jansen for the loss of their beautiful daughter. I have thought all week about what to say today. Apart from being filled with deep sadness, I've also been filled with fear and anxiety about being part of a burial for a young girl. Because that is what Leticia was. She was a young girl. We have to stop the brutal killing of women and children. We simply cannot bury any more innocent women in the country. We can no longer keep quiet. We can no longer be bystanders. Ngithi, kubazali, I think siyathanda ukuthi masizwa umsindo or umntwana akhala, and then we open the curtain and ufunani ebusuku. So let's stop that. Let's assist our children. Program Director, we cannot retreat on our priority to address the scourge of gender-based violence. As we stand here today, a woman is killed in South Africa every 4 hours, and at least half of these women die at the hands of their intimate partners. This is 5 times more than the global average. Stat South Africa reported a 117% hike in gender-based violence cases in South Africa. Further to this, gender-based violence comes at a cost to the economy. At a study by KPMG and Sonke Gender, and 42.4 billion per year. Okay, I've just jumped. Further to this, gender-based violence comes at a cost to the economy. A study by KPMG and Sonke Gender Justice in 2014 found that GBV cost South Africa between 28.4 billion and 42.4 billion per year, or between 0.9% and 1.3% of GDP, respectively in 2012 and 2013. The effects of GPV on the economy can be attributed to lost tax revenue, lost earnings, diverted resources, opportunity costs, and various other costs. There is also a significant burden on the public healthcare system, social services, the police, the justice system, and prevention of both victims and perpetrators from participation in the economy. It is in the best interest of the country and its growth to bring GBV to an end. In tandem to this, the laws put in the place to address gender-based violence are reactive and inadequate. The Domestic Violence Act, for example, only allows a victim to apply for a protection order after the violence and abuse have taken place. I think that one we need to fight for it, all of us. We cannot always go to police and apply for a protection order. Abo Baba, they must stop it. Lastly, the criminal justice system itself allows victims of violence to experience secondary victimization by relieving their trauma repeatedly or experiencing terrible treatment at either the police station or the clinics. These are clearly shortcomings of a legal system that places women at its mercy. This has to stop. Even so, gender-based is only but one form of oppression women face, and as a result, we ought to pledge our support and solidarity to the scores of women in South Africa who face vulnerability because of the position they find themselves, or, like in the case of Leticia Jansen, simply being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Hand in hand, we need to stand with our mothers and sisters who are in a precarious employment such as informal trading, domestic work, farm work, or sex work. There are women that are brutally victimized by both society and particularly spaces in which they work and trade. Again, hand in hand, we ought to pledge solidarity with women in professional spaces, businesses, spaces, and academia. These women are subjected to substandard treatment and abuse despite their hard work and qualification. According to Women in Business, report released on International Women's Day in 2017, only 28% of women were occupying senior management positions in corporate South Africa. We are calling for transformation in these sectors such that it opens space for women, especially young women, to grow and not face sexual harassment at the hands of powerful men in those same spaces. Similarly, hand in hand, we ought to pledge our support to women and children that live with disability. This is one of the most vulnerable groups in society. The national disability prevalence rate is 7.5% in South Africa. Disability is more prevalent among females compared to males, 8.3% and 6.5% respectively. It is obvious that if government were to ignore the needs of disabled persons, women will suffer the most. In this light, we condemn the killings of people living with albinism. We condemn the rape and harassment of women and children living with physical disability. We demand that dignity be restored to the people living with disability and that their rights be protected. Lastly, we need to guard jealousy of young girl children who will be future of this country. We want school to safe spaces and not spaces of violence. We want your journeys to school to be safe and without incident. We want our young girls to matriculate, then graduate, then change the face of this country. We'll never know how much more Leticia could be achieved because her life was stolen from her and her family. This must never happen again. Having said that, to the Jansen family, please find comfort in the fact that you have the whole of Ekurhuleni as a family. Thank you to the team in the city of Ekurhuleni, stakeholders, for making sure we are able to bury Leticia in dignity. To everyone otutuzile kwa Jansen City siyabonga as the city. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think in terms of time, we're there. Can we have the ones that are nominated by the family to come and read the wreath? Thereafter, the one that is nominated by the family again to come and read the obituary. Then from there, we're going to close with a prayer. Then we proceed to the third part of the there is no cards that has messages, but is there anyone from the family that is nominated to come and read the card? Okay. We've got one here that reads thus: Leticia Jansen, may your soul rest in peace. Nana, your parents, okay, your perpetrators, will not be fined. Okay, thank you. I've got it now, the handwriting. Can I read this? Leticia Jansen, may your soul rest in peace, Nana. Your perpetrators will not find rest. From African Delights. Anyone from the family to read the obituary, please? Anyone represented the family to read the obituary? You.
January 2005 in Dukathole, Germiston. I am the third child of the late Shaman Jansen. I started my schooling at the Khuthalo Primary, proceeded to my second education center in 2019. Thus is where I met my untimely then. I leave my elder sister, elder brother, younger brother, and my family. When the sun set for me, no one was there. And I said goodbye to all of you till we meet again.
announcements. Firstly, once when you go out here, can you all put on our headlights and the hazards? As the buses arrive. And we've got buses, about 7 buses that is also there, that's waiting for us. So let us all then from there. What's going to happen for meals? For the family and the family guests, they'll go to the house. It's prepared for them. For us as the community, we all come back here. Remember, because of space, not that you are. Remember, we talked about unity, but because of space. So what we decided, the family will have prepared already at home, and the family guests will be there. For the whole community who are coming back here, it's also prepared for you who are going to come to the site as well, to have a refreshment. But then I've got John to come and give us a vote of thanks. Thereafter, can Priest Koboni to come and just bless the proceedings so that we can go safe to the gravesite. Sorry. Now, the proceeding is going to be from here. What's going to happen from here? The pastors will be obviously like in front. Okay? Then thereafter, it will be followed by the family. Thereafter, we can follow as a community. Let's give Leticia the last farewell with respect and so on, and then we can also sing. Thank you.
Thank you, beloved. Thank you, beloved. Can we have silence, please? Can we just have a little bit of silence, please? The family, the Jansen family, would like to thank each and every one. We thank the communities, we thank the church, they even thank the Department of Education. What they want to say is that they give too much appreciation in this time of bereavement. They would also like to thank each and every person, no matter you take something out of your pocket, just for being there. They appreciate it very much. So thank you.
Sorry. Please, can I request the family, as the request of the family, that the family must be the one that checks whether the Leticias or the outfit to give the last respect. So can we all have the pallbearers of the family just to come and this off? Then this is what is going to happen. What is next? Please, can you come and just bless the way for us? Then while the pallbearers can come in front, fill the pallbearers.
Beloved, can we rise? Let the love of the Father, the grace of His Son Jesus Christ, the fellowship of the Holy Spirit, rest and abide with us for now and forevermore. Beloved, you can see the Amen. Amen.
The proceeding will have the priests to be in front, then thereafter Leticia will follow, the family, then the community will follow, then we proceed to the graveyard. Thank you.